Brooklyn Independent Television.
We're here in the gymnasium of the defending CUNY Athletic Conference men's basketball champs, the Medgar Evers College Cougars. And joining me is third-year head coach, Chris Pursoo. Coach, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're in your third year. You're just off of a title win last year. Now you're defending the title. And how's that feel so far?
It's exciting. When I got here, the program was struggling. So to see the turnaround in such a short period of time was a little bit unexpected, but we're very happy that how things have turned around very quickly.
Now, you're a man that's used to winning and winning championships, right? You graduated from St. John's in the mid-90s. You coached at Lutheran, where you won titles there. Also at St. Anthony's, and you won some championships there.
Yes.
So you're not used to losing at all. And how did you go about changing that attitude of the players and the administration?
Well, in all honesty, it was about changing the culture here. There was talent here at Medgar Evers, but there wasn't proper work ethic and discipline. So that had to take place, and that had to change before anything happened on the court. Being on the court with the kids, that's the easy part for me. It's the discipline for these guys have to understand about being on time, doing what you're supposed to be doing, being accountable to each other. And these, it's life lessons. A lot of stuff I teach these guys on the court, a lot of little rules I have, it's also I'm trying to help them for the rest of their life going forward and going from coming into college as a young man to by the time they graduate, I want you guys to be a man, understand how the world works.
And that first year, let's go over that first year. Difficult?
The first year, it was a little bit difficult, but at the same time, the program had been struggling. They had won one game in the previous 2 years. So I came in kind of with a blank canvas and could kind of build the program how I saw fit. Had to make some tough decisions with some kids that weren't here I didn't think fit my philosophy and how we're going to go, the program was going to go going forward. And I had to start trying to bring in kids with a certain kind of character and the things I was looking for to build a program, the kind of kids I was looking to build a program with. So it was a little bit of growing pains, but what happened is we had some early success, so the kids bought into what we were trying to do with the discipline, with the rules, with the standards, and it's taken off ever since.
Yeah, because they've been struggling for years. I know that's how they all. Unfortunately, Medgar Evers was always in the basement when it came to the conference basketball, especially in the men's division.
Well, what happened is I think one of the first things I did when I came here was I basically increased the expectations of what was expected of them on and off the court. And I think that was big. I think a lot of times young people, if you give them a bar and tell me, this is the bar I want you to clear, they will try to clear the bar you set for them. And we set the bar basically higher than it had been set prior to us getting here. And it was some growing pains, but
Let's talk about your career also at the high school level. Now, one thing, did you play in college?
Yes.
St. John's?
Yes.
How did that career?
I played at St. John's for Coach Luke Corner-Second for a couple of years.
So you know about winning, right?
Yes. I've been fortunate to be coached by some really great coaches. My high school coach at Long Island Lutheran was Bob McKillop, who's now the head coach at Davidson College in North Carolina. A very successful college coach. Coached Stephen Curry, who's now a pro with Golden State. Went on to coach Corner-Second. Also, I was fortunate to be coached by Coach Tom Pecora, who was a coach now at Fordham. So, I've taken a little bit of everything from these guys and injected a little bit of myself into it. And, that's how I've had great teachers.
What about Corner-Second? Tell us about what he...
Corner-Second he's a warm-hearted guy. I mean, he's a very passionate guy. You see him on TV when he was coach. He's running around, and it's not an act. A lot of people thought that was an act for TV. That's how the guy was every day. A great guy. I mean, I think one of the great things I learned about him is he's very hard on his players during practice of what he wants them to do. But then once practice is over, he's like a father figure. He talks like a father, he treats you like a father. And coaching at this level, you wear a lot of hats. You're their coach. At times, you're a big brother. You're a psychiatrist. You're a father figure. So,
is it harder to coach today, especially at college? Also, the transition from high school to college. Let's go over that.
Well, I think, in all honesty, for me,
you know what? We're gonna hold that because really, I'm gonna come back to this conversation a little later in the show. Okay, case you're just joining me is the head coach, men's basketball coach of Medgar Evers College, Chris Pursoo. Coach, when it comes to this particular team, what is great about this team compared to last year's team? Even though you guys won the title, it's a different team this year, right? A lot of players coming back, players have moved on.
Well, we're trying to incorporate some new players. So we have a summer players returning from the championship team last year, but every year, even though you have some of the same players back, you have to rebuild a certain kind of chemistry. And when you're incorporating a lot of newcomers, it's going to take a little time. Our goal is every season, our playoffs are in the end of February. We want to be playing our best ball at the start of February, leading into the playoffs. We're getting there. We've had some nice wins this year. We've been a little bit inconsistent.
You beat Ramapo, right? In the,
yes.
I think over the Christmas holiday?
Yeah, we beat Ramapo, very good team. We've had some very nice wins. We beat Rutgers Newark. We've had some very nice wins in the first semester. But as a team trying to find that chemistry, we've been a little bit inconsistent, a little bit up and down. And also now as defending champions, we have to adjust to now being the hunted. And I think we're struggling a little bit with that. We've struggled with our first couple of league games because I think our guys have to understand now that we're the biggest game of the season for everybody else in the league now, and everybody's coming at us with a different intensity level now. It's a big deal to beat Medgar Evers now, and you know we have to adjust to that.
Now, what has the atmosphere been around here as far as a school per se? Has it caught on?
Oh, well, definitely. We have a nice, small, compact gym. It gets really loud, really hot, really rowdy in here. Other teams don't like coming in here. But once again, I always say, people say about home court advantage. Home court advantage is the players on the court. A couple years ago, nobody had a problem coming to play here in Medgar Evers in our small, crampy little gym. Now everybody doesn't like to come play it because, yeah, we're a formidable team now.
So home court advantage is basically what you're making.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now, when you look at yourself, as far as you grew up here in this college, basically as a youngster, I used to run around here, play basketball, and becoming a head coach. This is something that you always wanted to become, maybe later in life.
It's funny, when I was playing in college, I never thought I'd become a coach. But after my playing career was over, I started working camps and coaching AAU. And somebody said, you know what, you really seem to enjoy this and you're really good at it, and the kids seem to really follow you. You should get into coaching. And it just so happened I got into coaching, got a high school freshman job, and it went into the varsity job and another job. And it's funny, you know, I start off as a little kid in this gym and it comes full circle right back here to Medgar Evers, so it's kind of ironic.
Going down the stretch, any particular team, I know you face Brooklyn College, that's your arch nemesis, right, your rival here in Brooklyn?
Well, the funny thing is, with Medgar becoming better in the last couple of years, it actually has made the league much more competitive. We have a great rivalry with Brooklyn. We defeated Staten Island for the conference championship last year. Staten Island is an extremely good team, just like us. They have a lot of people coming back. They have a very good team. And, but the league has gotten better. Baruch is very strong. York is very strong. Hunter's very strong. So the league has improved every year since I've been here.
Are you getting quality players now? I mean, before, you know, the league, it wasn't never the players, but it was a combination of things. The players, the coaching, whatever you want to say.
I've been fortunate. If you look at our roster has diversified every year I've been here. I have a lot of roots in Long Island, and I also have a lot of roots in Brooklyn. So if you look at our roster now, we have kids, obviously, the local kids from this area, but I also have 3-4 kids from Long Island now. I have a kid from Maryland this year.
Salisbury,
yeah. Right. So the program is, you know, the success of the program is starting to branch out now, and I think it's great. I think
now, like I said, you won at the high school level, win a title here, win another title. How long will you be here, Coach?
Look, I love it here. As long as they'll have me, I have no problem being here. I love it here. I love the kids here, and you know, like I said, it's kind of like coming back home for me. And it's been great here. I remember a lot of people said I should not take this job. I have no chance of having success here, and you know, I look forward to the challenge. And yeah, it was, you know, for us to win in my second year here, it was a little bit surprising, but. You know, I'm real happy with how things have gone here.
Real quick, conditioning. Is the conditioning major part also of your program?
Oh, conditioning is an extremely major part of our program. We like to play up and down, fast-paced style. These guys, college sports is now, if you want to be successful, it's a 12-month-year-old job as a coach and the players in terms of conditioning. So these guys, after the season's over in March, they take a month off, but they're right back in the gym 2-3 times a week working hard.
Download this program's podcast on iTunes. Keywords Brooklyn Independent Television.